So as you know, WWDC 26 is done, and I know we are late for this video, but I'm gonna clearly summarize all the event what's happened in WWDC and all the key important points which are going to come up in the newest iPhones as well as Apple devices. So stay. As you know, in this WWDC, where they completely focused on software and they didn't announce anything related to hardware or any new Apple devices. So they are literally focusing on Mac OS, iOS, as well as iPad OS, as well as Apple Vision OS. So they want to completely unify all those things. To be honest, in this update I have realized that everything is about AI. To be honest, there is nothing like a wow factor in this event. They were simply announcing their newest AI model, which is known as Siri AI. And now you can also find Siri OA, which has integrated with Google Gemini AI, so that Siri can work absolutely fine. As you know, Apple has failed to do their respective AI, so they directly collab with Google Gemini AI. And you can also see dedicated app based on Siri. As you know, previously Apple have their AI models, as well as they have completely integrated Google Gemini AI models, and they have completely merged all those things into their new Siri app. So there is a catch here, and this Apple AI won't work in every Apple devices. Like it need specific system requirements to run their AI thing. So it will run in only 17 Pro Max as well as 17 Air, and all the previous models won't get this support, and upcoming iPhones will definitely get this support. So at least you should have 17 Pro Max as well as 17 Air, so that you can run Apple Intelligence. And on the other hand, they have also used this privacy word a lot. For example, if you know, you use Snapchat AI as well as Google AI as well as OpenAI, like this all AI software works on cloud-based systems, which are not that great because there is lots of issues in terms of privacy. And on the other hand, Apple is still using their Google Gemini AI, but it won't be like this privacy threatening, because they are going to keep all the search history, browsing history safe with them. So like it is not a cloud based thing, but they are going to keep it safe. When Apple have introduced their Apple Intelligence, they have made lots of promises. I can see that they are going to fulfill the promises soon. To be summarize all the AI features, I can summarize within one line. As you know, all these AI features were previously existing on Android smartphones, like they are being on these Android smartphones from ages. But I like the way Apple have polished all the features, like there is an kind of smoothness to it. And on the other end, Siri have become a personal assistant, so now it can talk to you back, as well as it can also understand the concept which is happening on the screen. Like it has got an ability of conceptual understanding. Now it can also use a broad search option, as well as it can also sense what is happening on the screen. On the other end, it can also process emails as well as text messages, and it can also conceptually explain everything what is happening in the device. For example, they can take this thing as an example. For example, you are talking with a friend about a particular food dish, and the process of making it, and the conversation this happened was 3 days ago, and now you are talking about the same thing with another friend. So now you can directly use Siri, and you can revive the same context which you are talking with him, so that it makes your life simpler. So you don't have to go back to the previous friend's text and go through what all the thing happened. Then you have to copy paste the thing, and you have to paste to another friend. So this has become less hassle free in my opinion. So you have to literally give a comment, so that it revives everything from the context. As you know, Google have introduced their newest feature, which is known as visual intelligence. As you know, previously in Android we used to use a circle to search feature. It is a kind of same thing. For example, if you are browsing or scrolling Instagram, you have find a particular outfit, then you want to know more about the outfit, then you can use this feature, so that you can know what a t-shirt is wearing, or what trousers is wearing, what shoes he is wearing. So it will directly break down all the things. So I know this is an oldest feature in Android, but but in Apple it is considered as a newest feature. And on the other hand, they have also highlighted this image editing AI. As you know, Google Photos has these options from Ages where you can manipulate all the images, you can remove objects from the images, you can do all those stuff in Google Photos. But Apple have introduced finally this feature, so let us see what is inside it and what all the external features they added in this thing. First of all, now you can directly erase unwanted objects on your photo, so it makes your photos quite simpler, and it can also make your photos seem quite elegant in an elegant manner. So you can remove unwanted object, or else if you hit some particular person, you can also remove them. So yeah, this is a trick for it. And another key thing is that spatial reframing. As you know, you can reframe the images after clicking it. It uses a live photo to readjust the images. And another thing is that if you are a person who would like to adjust the angles after clicking the photo, then you can use this feature. On the other hand, they have also talked a lot of things about child safety. Like let us see the key things about it. Parental controls was a huge frenzy of the event. Like you can directly control your child's device from your smartphone, and you can also monitor what are they watching, what apps they are using, also what apps they are downloading. Also you can also control what apps they can download or they can access, as well as you can restrict the screen on them, and also you can monitor what all the things they are watching on their iPads or iPhones. So it makes life quite easier. You don't have to keep monitoring your children while they are using your iPhone or iPad, so it makes your life quite simpler, or simple. It makes the job quite simple. One of the great thing I have observed in this event is that now the iOS 27 is going to be well optimized. You can see 30% more faster app launches in every iPhone, talking from iPhone 11 to iPhone 17. So the app launches are going to be smoother, as well as it gonna look crisp, and they are going to launch 30% more faster. And another major improvement is that you can see 80% speed jump while transferring files on an AirDrop. So like you don't have to wait for longer periods while airdropping your files from iPhones to Mac, etc. Like there is a lot of content which take lots of time. For example, if you are a content creator, you shoot long format videos, then it will take a lot of time to transfer from one device to another device. So it will save much more time right now with this update. And previously, if you observe, like older devices used to get iOS update. When you used to do that update, your iPhones used to get slower. Now this won't happen, because in iOS 27 they are going to introduce this CPU scheduler feature. So this slowdown of the processor won't happen. Let us talk about another key feature, which is search index feature, which has been most talked feature in this event. So I'm going to explain this feature clearly. So let us talk about search spotlight feature. For example, if you have different Apple devices at your home and you tend to use this particular feature in one device, then you can see the information in all other devices. You don't have to research again on different devices. So it works quite seamlessly, so that it will make your task easier. For example, if you are someone who is doing research on a particular topic and you don't have access to your MacBook, which is in another room, and if you want to know information about particular topic, you have used this smartphone to know the information, then you can exactly take that information and use it in your MacBook without researching it again. Let us talk about another key thing, which is liquid glass design. As you know, they have introduced this feature last year, and they have faced lots of backlash, because in this liquid glass feature, the buttons on the iPhone screens are not clearly visible, or as well as the icons, the widgets were not they were not that up to the mark. Now you can control all those things through customization. Just you have to go to customization, and you have to control the opaque as well as the transparency thing, so that the widgets are available according to your choice, so that you will be able to see those buttons without any issue. And another key thing is that not all the features which have announced in WWDC 26 is available around the world, like except China and UE. You will get all the features in different countries because their privacy laws are different, so they are not going to implement all the AI features in those regions. And on the other end, 40 to 50% of iPhone share markets comes from China, so it is a sad part for them. Rest of talking about the Indian region, you will get all the AI features. And there is an ongoing news here on the internet that iCloud Plus users will get more extra features, and there will be going to be limitations while generating images on AI in this new iOS 27 kind of a thing. So yeah, let us see what happens, how happens. So one of the major drawbacks of this event was I thought they will introduce newest devices and etc., but they didn't do that. They have completely focused on software side. So yeah, and Apple will not launch all these features immediately. They will slowly roll out each and every feature with the newest iOS update, so you have to wait for it. Another key thing is that 2 years back or 1.5 years back, they have promised all these features in Apple Intelligence. I guess they are trying to fulfill their promise. So that's it for this video, guys. If you are new to this channel, drop a like, drop a comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you.